Great. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Inland Wetlands Agency for January 21st, 2026. Lisa, please call the roll.
Dan Bedecker,
Here.
Ranji Bahav,
Yes.
Brian Black,
Here.
Jim Connors, Matthew Connors,
Here.
Scott Marlowe,
Here.
Nick Ritchie,
Here.
Julie Valvo,
Here.
Buddy Field, Ray Gradwell,
Here.
Brendan Magnan.
Here. Thank you. Mr. Gradwell, would you please serve as voting alternate this evening?
Certainly, Mr. Chair.
Great. And Mary Rose, at this time, would you like to take over the meeting to conduct the organizational portion of the meeting?
I will. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Just business out of the way first. As we continue to host remote meetings, I want to take the opportunity to highlight a few guidelines to ensure business runs efficiently and that all statutory and administrative rules are followed. In accordance with the Freedom of Information Act and Governor Lamont's executive orders, this meeting is being recorded and will be made available on the City of Milford website. During this meeting, if members of the Inland Wetlands Commission would like to speak, please utilize the raise your hand feature via Zoom. All participants will be muted during the meeting unless recognized by the chair. After being recognized to speak, please state your name and address prior to making a statement. Speak only to items in the jurisdiction of the Inland Wetlands Agency, brooks, rivers, flooding, and wetland habitat. Zoning issues are not under our review. For the record, Commissioners Matt Connors, Warren Field, Scott Marlowe, and Julie Valvo have been reappointed and sworn in. Per the Inland Wetlands Agency bylaws, the first meeting in January is the organizational meeting of the agency with the election of chairman, vice chairman, and parliamentarian. As is our custom, we read the responsibilities of the position. So item B, organizational meeting, section 5.2 of the bylaws, the chairman shall preside at all meetings and hearings of the MIWA and has the authority that includes but is not limited to calling special meetings, directing or authorizing actions of the MIWA designated agents when in the judgment of the chairperson or an agent, action is required during the period of time between regularly scheduled meetings or before a special meeting can be called. Appoint subcommittees for the purpose and terms approved by the MIWA, attend all subcommittee meetings as an ex officio member of each committee, and attend significant city meetings as required to represent the MIWA. Bylaws section 5.3, the chairperson shall have the privilege of discussing and voting on all matters before the MIWA, but shall not move or second any motion. And at this time, Lisa will run the election of officers for the year 2024, and we call for nominations for chair.
So I'm going to ask for nominations for the chairman.
I'll nominate Brendan Magnan for chair.
A second.
Do I hear any other nominations for chair? Calling once, twice, 3 times. Any other nominations for chair? At this time, I'll close nominations and I cast 1 vote deeming Brendan Magnan chair.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Nick, Ray, and everyone. Appreciate the privilege and the honor to continue to serve as chair. Don't take it for granted. So thanks very much. Yes.
Oh, it says 2024. Is that correct?
No, it should say 2026.
It does say 2024 on your.
24. I'm just letting you know too.
So you just like copied and pasted, I guess.
Having a bit of a flashback. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to vice chair. The vice chair's responsibilities shall be to perform the duties of the chairperson during the absence or incapacity of the chairperson and such duties as the chairperson may direct. Go ahead, Lisa.
So they're asking for nominations for the vice chairman.
I'll nominate Matthew Connors for vice chair.
I'll second.
A
Are there
motion-
any other nominations for vice chair? Calling once, twice, 3 times. Any other nominations for vice chair? Seeing none, I will cast 1 vote deeming Matthew Connors vice chair.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for the nominations. Moving on to parliamentarian. The parliamentarian shall perform duties of the chair and the vice chair during any absence or incapacity of both the chair and the vice chair, and such duties as the chairperson may direct. The parliamentarian shall rule on questions of procedure in accordance with Robert's Rules of Order. Go ahead, Lisa.
A call for nominations for a parliamentarian.
I'll nominate Julie Alva for parliament. Yeah, pronounce that right again. Parliamentarian. I said that wrong. You know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm sorry, who seconded?
I'll second.
Are there
I'm
any
sorry.
other Brian, you seconded, right?
Yes.
Are there any other nominations for parliamentarian? I'll ask a second time. Third time, any other nominations for parliamentarian? Being none, we'll close nominations and I'll cast 1 vote deeming Julie Valvo parliamentarian.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Julie. Well done. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to allow the compliance officer, Mary Rose Palumbo, to act as the designated agent of the agency.
I'll second that.
Who was the primary? I heard Mr. Connors as a second. Do we have a?
Well, I'll do a primary. It's okay.
Connors made the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Salvo. And Julie, do we do roll call vote or? I think so, right? On this one?
We do. Yes.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Roll call vote. Dan Bedecker,
Aye.
Ranjit Bahav,
Brigitte, you're on.
Ranjit. Ranjit.
We'll have to come back to him.
Okay. Brian Black,
Aye.
Jim Connors. Jim.
He's waving aye.
Okay. Matthew Connors,
Aye.
Scott Marlowe,
Aye.
Nick Ritchie,
Aye.
Julie Valvo,
Aye.
Ray Gradwell,
Aye.
Ranjit Bahav.
Aye. Yeah, sorry, I have a garage door contractor here, so that's why I was on mute.
Okay.
Thank
Brendan Magnan.
Aye. The motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, Mary Rose. Thank you for the service in that capacity.
Thank you.
Your resume is on file in the Milford Inlands Wetlands Agency office, correct?
That is correct.
Great. Okay, with the organizational part of the meeting concluded, I'd like to thank everybody again for the nominations and serving in the capacities as voted by the agency. Looking forward to a great year. Let us now stand, if you could raise the flag, Mary Rose, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag
Of the
United States of America
and to the
to the republic
for
for
which
which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty
liberty
and justice
and
for all.
justice for all.
And before we go on to old business, I really want to do, really want to offer a warm welcome to Mr. Marlowe, Mr. Scott Marlowe. Thank you for your service, your reappointment, and congratulations to Julie, Buddy, and Matthew for your reappointments. Mr. Marlowe, I think you have you have all your training credentials, and so you have a number of years of service on the agency. Do you want to introduce yourself for the rest of the crew?
Sure, I can do that. My name's Scott Marlowe. Was on inland wetlands probably 3 years or so ago. I think 3 or 4 years ago. I have served in a lot of different capacities within the town. Been on the Board of Ed, been on inland wetlands, obviously, been on the finance board, been an alderman, been on the Board of Education. So just enjoy serving, and here to do whatever I can do to talk and discuss the different projects coming up. And my background is I'm in construction. And I'm an operations director for a commercial contractor out of Stamford. We do a lot of large commercial work.
Fantastic. Great. Thanks very much, Mr. Marlowe.
You're welcome.
Okay, moving on to old business. Mary Rose, can you introduce this one, please?
Sure.
One.
Okay. This is IW 250061. It's 460 Bick Drive. It's the proposal by Garden Homes for a 76-unit 830G development with work proposed within 100 and 150 feet of offsite wetlands. We've had this on our agenda since December 3rd. The city engineer and I have been reviewing plans and sitting down with the engineer. I spoke with Mr. Richard Freeman, who is the applicant, and Tom Lynch, who's the attorney. They anticipate having another set of plans to the city engineer this week, in the hopes that it would be before you on February 4th. They are cognizant and aware that they time out of the 65-day review period on February 6th and are willing to grant an extension so that we can have the plans in a place that you're able to review them. So we'll take, I would recommend no action this evening.
Great. Thanks, Mary Rose, for the update on this one. Moving on to E1.
Mr.
Can I
Chairman,
just say something? Is that IW26? Is that supposed to be IW26, Mary Rose, or is that 25? Oh, it's 25 because it was in 25, right?
Right.
Sorry, my bad.
No
yeah,
problem.
that's the last, I think that might have been the last application last year.
Good clarification.
Thank you, Lisa. Mr. Chairman, IW 25001 is 64 Quarry Road. It's a pre-application proposal by the property owner, Hein Lee, to extend the driveway alongside his home at 64 Quarry Road. Let me share. You may remember this from last year.
For you, Mr. Chair, should that be IW26 then?
As a matter of fact, it should. Wow. You need better staff. And you're going to find that in the next one as well. No, the next one's fixed. All righty. So on your screen this evening is a screenshot. The blue house on the right is 64 Quarry Road. The split rail fence was put in last year in response to some work that was done on the left-hand side of the picture. Wetlands are located off the property on the adjoining property owner's site. But I wanted to show the picture so you had a rough idea where you were. So Mr. Lee is proposing to put a 14-foot wide by 48-foot long driveway expansion to the left of his home. The driveway at its closest points would be about 16.5 to 20 feet from the offsite wetlands, as shown on the map. Let me change the share. And he has proposed a 2-foot wide, 2.5-foot deep stone trench on the western side of the driveway, on the left side of the driveway, to catch any stormwater that may be coming off that driveway. Hold on a second. Stop this share. So this is the as-built map we saw last spring for the home. This blue line on the left is the wetland line. Red lines are the property line. I don't know how clear that is for all of you, but is that big enough? It's about 36 feet from the corner of the house to the property line, and then on off the site to the wetlands. Mr. Lee is proposing to expand his driveway. He's got an AC unit here, to expand his driveway and then add a 2-foot wide, 2.5 foot deep stone trench here for stormwater runoff. He had initially considered putting it in the galleys, but he'd need to add more galleys to his system. So he's going to use the stone trench to dissipate water flow and pre-treat any runoff from the driveway. Not quite sure why he was unable to be here this evening, but I can try to answer any questions for you.
Okay, thank you, Mary Rose, for the overview. This evening, we can apply a jurisdictional ruling for this or require a full application or approve the pre-application. Mr. Marlowe, go ahead.
Yeah, I just had a question about the stone trench that he has alongside the driveway. You know, I understand that it's to catch some stormwater. Is there any piped connection to that, or is it just there to hold water until it can dissipate into the, you know, surrounding ground?
I don't believe there's any piping. I believe it's just to dissipate energy from the driveway and try to collect any runoff.
Okay.
Pre-treat it.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Black, go ahead.
Just a quick one. I think in the description it said it was 2 foot wide by 2.5 feet deep, but on the plans it says 2 foot wide by 2 foot deep. Will it be 2 foot deep or 2.5?
We had talked about 2.5. He put 2 feet on the plan. If the agency prefers it to be 2.5, we can condition that. But that we would have to condition that as a full application, not as a jurisdictional.
Okay. Mr. Black, do you have any views on that?
No, I'm not sure half of is going to make that much of a difference. Unless somebody else has more experience than I do with that.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Okay. Mr. Ritchie? Oh, you're on mute, Nick.
Yeah, Mr. Commissioner, sorry, I was dealing with the garage door contractor. I wasn't paying much attention to what is going on.
Okay,
Garage door being broke, yeah.
yeah, we're discussing pre-app, and at the moment, Mr. Ritchie has the floor.
Sorry, through you, Mr. Commissioner, I'm not sure if we could even mandate this, but the last time he came before the board, the contractor, we didn't know who it was that encroached on the wetlands and took out the wetland markers. I don't know if we could have a bonded and licensed contractor know prior to the job being performed. Could we even say that? This way we can ensure that the wetlands won't be touched, and if they are.
Yeah, my understanding is we would require a full application in order to condition any bond of that sort.
Okay.
But I think, Mayor Rose, you have a better sense from talking to Mr. Lee. He's been very cooperative. And I think
Through you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Lee been very cooperative. He didn't know, you know, everybody says they don't know, but he seemed to not really know. He just trusted the contractor that he hired last time. And he's gone through the expense of an as-built, installed the fencing, had an extra delineation. I don't believe he's going to violate that line. Let me share this one again. Share. There we go. The fence that he put up here has the wetland boundary markers on it, and they're in the same position as they were when they were just on posts. So they went through the measurement with the surveyor, putting the fence in, making sure the posts were in the right place to make sure the fence was in the right place. So he went through a bit of stuff for 4 months to get this to the point where we would release the violation.
Thank you, Mary Rose. Mr. Connors, go ahead.
Yeah, I just had some questions as far as, did you by any chance ask the applicant why he chose asphalt and specifically why that location? Were there any alternative locations to the driveway discussed prior? I just feel like it's very close to that wetland, those wetland markers. Just wanted to kind of get an idea of why it was placed in that specific position, and specifically why asphalt? Like, why not just throw gravel down? Is there a specific, some sort of storage of heavy duty vehicles or something that's going there?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, he did not explain his want or need. There is a door on this side of the garage that comes out over here, right in front of the AC condenser. So I don't know what his plan for this area is. The main driveway is here. They've got a galley system in the front yard. You're really not going to put the extended driveway there. Anywhere along that left side of the house is probably going to be fairly equidistant to the wetland, offsite wetland. And they're not going to put it, you can't have another driveway entrance and put it on the other side of the house. Plus he has a hill on the
Sorry.
right-hand side of the house.
Did you say why he couldn't just move it forward so it's not so close on the northwest corner?
I didn't ask, he submitted a plan. I didn't ask him why he wanted it so far back. It might just be to be lined up with the house. I can ask him that, or I can have him come to the next meeting for that.
And then as far as like, I just wanted to raise a question before the commission. Like, do we want specifics as to like a staging area, how much soil is going to be removed during this, for this, and where are they going to stage it? Erosion controls, do we need plans for that, or is this just basically straightforward and we don't feel like we need that?
Through you, Mr. Chairman. Since Mr. Lee, for whatever reason, hasn't been able to come this evening, if we wait the 14 days, if we wait to the next meeting, he'll be able to answer these questions for you. I'll be able to get those answers from him to give them to you. And we would then have waited the 14 days, and it can be treated as an application if the agency sees fit to require bonding and further detail on the plans.
Mr. Cradwell, I wonder if you have a point of view relative to Mr. Connors' questioning.
No, similar to Mr. Connors' question on the erosion and sediment control. They are doing work in and adjacent to that wetland system to the west of the garage, as well as the driveway expansion. Highly recommend some sort of measure along that edge. And then, Mary Rose, did they provide a detail of that 2 foot by 2.5 foot trench and what type of stone's going to be in there?
No, they did not.
Yeah, so maybe some further explanation of that trench with the type of stone that's going to be in there would be helpful for the commission's purview.
Yep.
Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any other comment? Mr. Jim Connors, do you have a point of view? You're on mute if you want to. Jim Connors, you're on mute. Is Jim speaking?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Stop.
Hey, Jim, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. You're on mute. No, not yet.
Oh, now you can hear me now.
Now we
Gotcha.
can.
Now we got you.
My feeling is it'd be helpful to know what kind of perk test or drainage that soil has underneath that stone. Otherwise, it's going to be a pond. And my opinion is the asphalt for snow removal purposes and aesthetic purposes. It's next to the garage. That's just my personal feeling on this.
Yeah, that's your hypothesis. Okay. Mary Rose, so why don't we table this until the next meeting and get some more of those questions addressed by the applicant?
Yep. And basically, we're looking for detail on the trench, sedimentation and erosion controls along the wetland side of the property, and reasoning for having it so far back. Why not bringing it somewhat forward?
And Mr. Connors was asking about a perk test.
And
Well, it doesn't have to be a formal perk test, but let's see how well that trench drains.
Yeah.
Even a rain or stick a hose in it and see how fast the water goes out.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
And-
Mr.
if you could also just add the reasoning behind choosing asphalt, just because specifically asphalt is made from oil and other various chemicals. Just curious why he chose it.
For plowing purposes, gravel does not plow. Unless it leaves it in a pile at the end.
Okay, Mayor Rose, thanks for
Got
bringing
it.
it for us, and we'll take it up at the next meeting. Moving on to E2, please.
Yep. Item E2 is IW 26002, 631 Orange Avenue. This is a proposal by Green Skies to install solar carports at the Woodruff YMCA with minor work within 100 feet of a wetland or watercourse in the Indian River watershed. Carports will be installed over the existing parking areas. MIWA approved these parking areas in 2014. They will be installing concrete supports for the solar panels and electrical lines, all of which are in the upper parking area, but require excavation near the existing catch basins. Those catch basins drain to a 15-inch RCP culvert, which discharges about 12 feet from an inland wetland on the east side of the site. The applicant is proposing to put erosion and sedimentation protections in the catch basins, in the grass areas, and at the culvert outlet during construction. It's being represented this evening by Dean Gustafson, who's a professional wetland scientist at All Points Technical Corporation. And I will share that plan unless Mr. Gustafson would like to share a plan.
Mr. Gustafson, sorry about that.
That's all right.
You have the floor. Please announce yourself and your location.
Sure. Good evening, folks. As Mary Rose had indicated, my name is Dean Gustafson. I'm a senior wetland scientist, professional soil scientist with All Points Technology. We're out of Waterford, Connecticut. I'm here tonight on behalf of the applicant, Green Skies, for the proposed solar carport facility supporting the YMCA facility. Yeah, Mary Rose, I can certainly share my screen.
Yeah, mine share is happening. I'm going to allow yours because mine's having trouble sharing.
So let me know if you can see my screen.
We can.
Okay, great. So it is, as Mary Rose had indicated, this is the northern parking lot for the YMCA facility. Green Skies is proposing a solar carport within this portion of the northern parking lot. It's kind of shaded in gray here. What I've highlighted is the existing catch basins in red circles. The 100-foot upland review area is this bright green line. The darker green line is the delineated limits of the nearby wetland system that borders on Stubby Plain Brook. Our office, soil scientists from our office delineated those boundaries earlier in 2025. These catch basins are connected by an underground pipe system, and then they discharge through a culvert. And this is the discharge location where my cursor is. What I've highlighted in yellow is we have a proposed filter stock. Essentially, it's a J hook that will be installed just immediately downstream of that discharge point. We have catch basins, siltation protections on all the catch basin inlets in these locations. So this is essentially belts and suspenders, just in case some sediment discharges through one of those protective measures and makes its way to the outfall of the culvert. We also have for the electrical interconnection, we have an underground trench that'll go through the parking lot and then into the grass area to interconnect into the YMCA facility. That's this E line through here. And what I've highlighted through this yellow is our silt fence that will be installed to capture any potential sediment as a result of that excavation activity. So as you can see, we have very minimal activity that encroaches into the 100-foot upland review area. It's within a parking lot area. We feel that it's a fairly minor activity within the upland review area. And with the comprehensive erosion sedimentation control measures, that'll be dovetailed into what we've coined as a wetland protection plan. And we've provided those details in the pre-application submission. Essentially, what the wetland protection plan entails is that one of the wetland scientists from my office will attend a pre-construction meeting with the site civil contractor on site, review the environmental sensitivity natures of the project, ensure that erosion sedimentation controls are installed properly, and those are inspected by our staff before any earthwork begins. And then we'll do some periodic monitoring throughout the duration of construction, ensure that those measures are being properly maintained and that there are no incidental resource impacts. So we feel with the limited activity we have in those extensive protection measures that the project will have no adverse effect to the nearby wetland resource. And we respectfully request the commission consider an administration approval through your agent for this project. Happy to answer any of the commission's questions.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Any questions from the agency at the time? Hearing no questions, is there a motion that someone would like to submit for this
I'll make a motion to approve it, sir.
as a jurisdictional ruling?
Yes.
Okay, do we have a second on the motion?
I'll second that.
And we got Mr. Black, I think, has a second.
Okay.
Any discussion on the motion? Okay, hearing none. Lisa, roll call vote.
Dan Bedecker,
Aye.
Ranjit Bahav,
Aye.
Brian Black,
Aye.
Jim Connors,
Aye.
Matthew Connors.
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
got it. I got it.
Okay.
Matthew Connors,
Aye.
Scott Marlowe,
Aye.
Nick Ritchie,
Aye.
Julie Valvo,
Aye.
Ray Gradwell,
Aye.
Brendan Magnan.
Aye, the motion carries unanimously. Thank you for coming before us, Mr. Gustafsson. Good luck with the project.
Yep. Yeah, thank you. And on behalf of Green Skies, we appreciate the commission's time this evening. So have a good evening.
Thank you for a great presentation.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, moving on. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from the December 17th, 25 regular meeting?
Can make that.
We have a motion. We have a second.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. Lisa, roll call vote.
Dan Bedecker,
Aye.
Ranjit Bahav,
Abstain.
Brian Black,
Aye.
Jim Connors,
Aye.
Matt Connors,
I don't believe I was there, so I'm gonna abstain.
Scott Marlowe,
I'm going to abstain. I wasn't at the meeting.
Nick Ritchie,
Aye.
Julie Valvo,
Aye.
Ray Gradwell,
I'll abstain as well. I wasn't there.
Brendan Magnan.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Mary Rose, handing it over to you for staff report.
All righty. Welcome back to everybody to the new year, and thank you for your service. Congratulations to the new commissioners and the returning commissioners. Please review information in the commissioner reference page, including the regulations, training and bylaws, etc. We used to mail this out to you in a fairly bulk packet. Taft has now created a page for you to go to that's in the notes, And I believe he sent a link out to all of you with the agenda. It has the City of Milford ethics guidelines and manual. It has our regulations. It has legal items that were sent to us by the city attorney's office, making sure you stay within the boundaries of your commissionship and not acting outside of our regulations, which puts everybody in jeopardy. And just those things that we look at every year. If you have any questions on those, you want any further explanation, we want to go more in depth at a meeting, please let me know and we can certainly do that. There's a new statutory training requirement for inland wetlands commissioners. It's similar to what the zoning commissioners are now required to do. This training is mandatory for all agency members and employees. So as of this January 1st, by next January 1st, all city commissioners need to have taken the training program. And after that, you need to take it once per term or within every 4 years. So TAP's going to set up a spreadsheet because we need to report to DEP. But the link's been sent to you probably about 4 times, and it's in my notes too. From experience, I think we've all taken it. Depending upon how long you do it, you can do it in one sitting like I did, which was crazy, and in like 10 hours, or you can do it in little pieces. It probably takes you 12 or 14 hours. You can go back, you can rewatch segments, answer questions, and if you want to discuss that or bring anything up at the meeting to so make sure we all are clear on things, that would probably be great. So there's that link. It's in my notes. So let me know when you guys are all trained.
How do they know we're all trained?
Because when you finish taking the class, they send you a certificate.
Oh, okay.
And then you send the certificate to me, and then I get to send it back to them, and then we all know we're trained.
Okay.
It's the government. We like paperwork.
I understand government.
Okay, so
If it's simple, make it complicated. Yes.
So you know, we're in winter mode. We're doing reports and reviewing things, and, you know, looking at as-built and things like that to get people ready for the spring or close them out from the fall. I've also been working this month. Early this month, I presented on the hazard mitigation plan for the Board of Aldermen. Right now, I'm working on the deadline for the community rating system that's due on the 1st of February. And whenever they get their consultant lined up, I'll be working with the Engineering and Public Works Department on the MS4 report that's going to be on the city website on the 15th of February. City is moving to a new permitting system called OpenGov. We were supposed to start next month. Now we're starting in March. It will go live on July 1st. So hopefully the goal is to streamline things and make it easier for the applicants and make them understand where they are in the system if they're missing anything, and just in general be a bit easier to use than what we've got right now. And other than that, Taft is taking the lead on that project. He's interfacing with the wetlands and zoning and building departments. And we're trying to make it as simple as possible for the applicants. And that's pretty much it. The rest of my notes are there. Do anybody have any questions for me? Okay. Thank you.
No question, but just please extend our appreciation to TAP for the reference page. It's really a great resource for us and for transparency for the public. Great. Chair's report. I already welcomed everybody. Thank you very much again for your service. Reminder, the next meeting is February 4th. And be sure to let the office know if you are unable to attend. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Okay.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Lisa, roll call vote.
Dan Bediger,
Aye.
Ranjit Bahav,
Aye.
Brian Black,
Aye.
Jim Connors,
Aye.
Matthew Connors,
Aye.
Scott Marlowe,
Aye.
Nick Ritchie,
Aye.
Julie Valvo,
Aye.
Ray Gradwell,
Aye.
Brendan Magnan.
Aye. Motion carries. Good evening. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Night.
Have a good night. Bless
Sorry
you,
I was
Walter.
late.
No problem, Jim.